I just finished a tarot reading, but I wanted to share some of the wisdom that came through because I think it's something we can all benefit from. And the person who booked the reading wanted to know about some paperwork that was not working out for her. She's applying for some residency, and the papers are not coming through. They are not, yeah, they don't give her any indication as to when she will be able to go. And she's done this process before, and it never took this long, and now they are kind of giving her excuses about things. So she had that concern, and that's what she wanted to ask the cards. Something very interesting that happened when we started the reading is, even though her initial question or query was around paperwork and legal things, the cards that came out were related to hard things, love, relationships, romance. And so I am always surprised when these things happen, because it's like, one moment, it's like the person is, interested in knowing something, but the cards are showing me something completely different. So I ask about, do you have a partner, a husband, or something that is not working out, and so on. Yeah, I do. And, well, she shared some things with me about that. And it turns out that the reason why the paperwork is not working out is because the relationship with her partner is not necessarily going well. And this paperwork is going to help her or facilitate her move to the country where he is. But she is also doing some major changes in her life. She just quit her job. She is having some plans. She is trying to find out what to do with her life, and so on. And so the message here, or the reason why I wanted to share this with you, is because our human minds, or just what the eye sees, is the human stuff. As for her, is like the paperwork is not working because they told her the war with Ukraine because of blah blah blah, when in reality the forces that are preventing this from moving are her own. Is the force of her heart, because she's confused about the relationship. Is the force of her highest self, because the highest self wants her to find out her passion, wants her to go back to herself, wants her to remember what it means to be her, what she likes doing, etc., etc. And so it won't let her move until she figures that out first. And maybe she doesn't have to fully, there will be some things she does need to fully find out and figure out, and the others needs to, along the way, kind of move or work out. But how interesting it is that there is such a strong influence from the spirit world, or the universe, or our highest selves, whatever name you want to give it, in our human life, and to our human mind. Maybe be like, come on, that's not possible. And yet it is. And yet that's how it works. The universe will give us what we need. And it's so interesting, because sometimes it's difficult for us to remember that, or to actually accept that, but it is true. Some other part of her reading also showed that there might be some struggles coming her way, and the reason why those struggles will happen is because she needs to sort out some other things. And those struggles, though it won't look like that at the beginning, will be the key, or the path that will be the key, rather, that will open up the resolution to her problems. And though before she can reach that resolution, she needs to walk through this trouble, through these difficulties, because in the difficulty she will find love, and she will find support, and she will find whatever she's looking for. And that's what the universe wants for her. But she needs to go through this struggle, because sometimes, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, difficulties bring people together. And more if if you are too human, and too maybe a little bit dramatic as well, You need some of that for you to realize that you don't want that anymore, and that you don't need it. But you won't realize until you go through that. You won't realize you don't want to divorce until divorce is on the door. You won't realize that you don't want to die until you are maybe about to die, or in a situation that can lead you to losing your life. So it's just that the universe works that ways. And look, the universe, we are the universe, okay? So we ourselves put our own trumps, if you want to see it that way. um, so it's so interesting. I love reading the tarot. Besides reading the Akashic records, two different energies, but I love them both because there is the tarot face you, or puts you face to face to with yourself, with your heart, with your work, and with the influences, the energetic influences playing a role in your life, and how everything is really turning out or working that way because of you, and because it's on your best benefit, but you cannot see it yet. Like, for example, she's struggling, she's going through difficulties, and yet all of those difficulties are there for a reason. They have a purpose. And the purpose is always to evolve and to be happier than you are now, and to give you the opportunity to find yourself. So if you find yourself in a place where things or your life feels frozen, and nothing is working out for you, pay attention to why. Ask yourself, is it what is preventing me from living my life to the fullest? Or what are the benefits I am getting from not having what I think I want to have? Or what's the energy? Maybe is fear, is doubt, is confusion that is infusing or making this problem even more difficult. So you can find out yourself all of these things, just you need to ask the right questions. But if you need some help finding out these things, you can always book a tarot reading with me, or an Akashic Records reading. Those are even more powerful. Both of them are powerful, but the records are a little bit more with a higher vibration, and it's just different. I don't know how to explain, but both of them are amazing. So if you need some help, just send me a DM or reach out, and we will schedule your session. These are the decks that I used today for her reading, the energy cards. This is the very first oracle deck that I got. And we were using as well the Akashic Tarot. I don't work with this tarot much because it's a strong energy, but she chose, I gave her options because I wasn't sure. That it doesn't happen to me often. I usually choose the decks I'm going to work with, but today I was like, not sure. So my intuition told me let her choose. So I presented some decks to her, and I was like, which one do you want to work with? And she chose these two. So every tarot reading is different because it depends on our personal energy, the person receiving the reading. So I used these two today, and it was an amazing reading. So my name is Samantha. I am an Akashic Records reader, a tarot reader, an intuitive coach. And if you think someone will benefit from knowing what's the influence the universe has in our lives and why things happen the way they happen, please share these words with them. Thank you.